aware of it. So I just want to talk about three aspects. The first one, we have to change the battlefield. The single most important law of strategy in warfare, conventional warfare, is if you're in a battlefield that has the conditions that are stacked against you, don't fight there. Move to a different location. When I ran a business, and I was in cutthroat competition for a couple of years, the biggest move I did was move to a different market. Stop fighting them. Play your strengths. And in Israel's case, the unfavorable battlefield is to continue to obsess day in, day out with the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. And it seems that there's many Israeli politicians who obsess with it. You ask them, how's the economy? Well, we need a two-state solution. What's going on with education? Nothing's going to work until we have a Palestinian state. And you might think that walking across the streets of Israel, it's all about a Palestinian state, yes or no. Well, when I wake up every day, I'm busy with making 4 sandwiches for my kids and sending them to school. There's a few other things in life. So what we need to do is stop obsessing about the unsolvable piece, because it is unsolvable, it's manageable, but not solvable, and move to our strengths. And our strength is the light upon nation strategy. Israel today is positioned to solve global problems, some of the most central global problems, and the world needs us. So let's cater to those needs instead of obsessing about the one aspect that is not right now solvable. What do I mean? Technology, we're there. The fact that Israel's is a startup nation is a fact, and we're exporting medical stents, GPS systems, dairy production, agriculture, food. That's happening. We can and should do much more, but that's happening. But there's much more. We need to export the art of innovation because we're good at it. For example, I'll give you a positive example. This September, I invited an OECD summit. The first time there's going to be an OECD Education Minister Summit about how to teach innovation. What's the ingredient in Israel that generates all these innovators? What are we doing right? How can we teach it? And you know what? They're all coming. Everyone I invited is coming because they have a pressing need, right? When you're a salesperson, you think about the customer's needs, not about your problems. And what the world needs now, the economy is stagnating, they need innovation almost as a survival tool. And we have the answers right over here. So let's do it. In Israel, we have informal education where kids are instructors of kids in the Scouts. In America, it's adults who instruct the kids. And that builds character at a young age. We can teach this. The Jewish history has a unique pedagogic methodology that's been used successfully for just about 2,000 years. It's called Chevruta. Let's export it. It works. I mean, it's worked. So why aren't we exporting all this amazing, all these assets? On security, say no more. We're the most threatened nation on earth. In the north, we've got Hezbollah. In the northeast, we've got Jabhat al-Nusra. In the south, we've got Daesh. In the southwest, we've got Hamas. But we're all having a ball here. So something's working. We've cracked the formula to deal with terror, but thrive. And we're not ruining our quality of life or our human rights. People live here in dignity, while at the same time, we're somehow doing something right. And I know there's a national sport to hit ourselves and blame ourselves, but man, we're doing a fairly good job. The whole world needs to learn this. So that's item number one. Play our strengths and move away from the lesser territory. I didn't mean that literally.